say I regret being a lazy student in Swahili. But P.S. Ngeno, Governor Wanga, Vice President Kariuki, and Professor Verkoyen and his fantastic team, the Global Center for Adaptation, all colleagues from international organizations, diplomatic corps, good morning. First of all, I'd like to again recognize the importance of the cooperation with the GCA. Of course, this is for us has been a global approach, but more and more we see that Africa is taking up more and more of the importance of this work. And it's not only about fighting global climate change and fostering adaptation, but it's also because we recognize that Norway and African countries have a lot in common. We are very often have similar interest in the international forums, and we need to stand together to find solutions to global challenges, such as those relating to climate change and the environment, food insecurity, and inequalities. We just launched a strategy to focus more on how do we foster that closer cooperation with African countries. African countries are also important in the global efforts to reduce carbon emissions, but even more so in transitioning to more renewable solutions, thus playing an instrumental role in achieving the targets of the Paris Agreement and the Kunming-Montreal Global Diversity Framework. And I think it's very fitting that we have this meeting here in Nairobi, because Kenya is a prime example of a country that has come far in this regard. And therefore, it's very good that we have used the forum Nairobi and the capital, not only for climate, but also for UN. We support President Ruto's clear message calling for more focus on adaptation and that the African countries can play a crucial role in the shift towards more renewable energy. Africa should be part of the solution. As we are approaching COP29 and COP16 on biodiversity, I'd like to remind you that the message from the Africa Climate Summit in Nairobi last year was to increase support to climate adaptation and on loss and damage. AAAP is the world's largest climate adaptation program, and the full delivery of the $25 billion ambition by 2025 is crucial to increase resilience to the escalating impacts of the climate crisis. This partnership is a significant step in our mission to accelerate climate adaptation solutions for Africa. So your work is very important, seen also from my country, from Norway. And we are delighted that the African Union Development Agency recently signed an MOU with the Africa Adaptation Acceleration Program. We emphasize AU's role here, and we emphasize the Africa Development Bank's role here. Access to climate adaptation finance and climate-smart agriculture are amongst the key important interventions. Food security is Norway's priority #1, and I think my minister will come back to that in her message. Norway wants to build on the partnership with GCA and partner with African countries on these issues. We want to contribute to African countries receiving adequate support from global funding mechanisms. In conclusion, partnerships and fulfillment of pledges are absolutely key in order to reach these objectives. Patrick talked a little bit about the numbers because the numbers are quite big. We are very pleased to note that the target of mobilizing $100 billion per year in climate finance for developing countries was reached in 2022. And we will do our part, and we doubled our support already in 2022 from 2020 level. As part of this, we will triple our support to adaptation. I wish you a fruitful partnership. Thank you.
Thank you very much.